Picture this scenario, and I guarantee this is happening to you right now, even if you don't see it. You wake up on a Tuesday morning. You grab your coffee from Starbucks, $6. You sit in traffic burning gas you can't afford, $8. You realize you forgot lunch, so you DoorDash something, $18 with fees. After work, you're exhausted, so you grab takeout instead of cooking, $25. You get home, scroll on your phone, and suddenly remember that streaming service you forgot to cancel, $15. That's $72 in a single day. And here's the thing that should terrify you, you didn't feel like you spent anything significant. Tomorrow, you'll do it again. My name is Mike, and welcome to Mike Capital, where we talk about the invisible math that's draining your bank account while you sleep. If you've ever looked at your bank statement at the end of the month and thought, where did all my money go, then smash that subscribe button, because today we're exposing the $100 per day rule. And once you see it, you can never unsee it. Here's the brutal truth that nobody wants to tell you: most people aren't broke because they don't make enough money. They're broke because they're hemorrhaging $100 a day without even realizing it. $100 a day sounds like a lot, right? But let me break down what the average American is actually spending without thinking about it. Morning coffee and breakfast, $10. Lunch because you didn't meal prep, $15. Snacks, drinks, random stuff, $10. Dinner because you're too tired to cook, $25. Subscriptions you forgot about, $15 per day when you average them out. Gas and parking because you live far from work, $15. Impulse Amazon purchases, $10. That's $100. Gone. Every single day. And here's where it gets really dark: $100 a day is $3,000 a month. That's $36,000 a year. For most people watching this, that's half your take-home pay. You're working half the year just to fund your leaks. But here's what changes everything, and this is the part that will actually make you angry. When you plug those leaks, when you stop that $100 a day bleed, you don't just save $36,000 a year. You unlock a completely different financial reality. Let me explain what I call the cascade effect. When you're bleeding $100 a day, you live paycheck to paycheck. You can't save. You can't invest. You can't take advantage of opportunities. You pay full price for everything because you can't afford to buy in bulk. You pay interest on credit cards because you never have enough to pay them off. You pay late fees because you're always cutting it close. You rent forever because you can never save a down payment. But when you stop bleeding $100 a day, everything inverts. Suddenly, you have $3,000 a month that you didn't have before. The first month, you pay off your credit card. That $200 minimum payment, gone. Now you have $3,200 a month. The second month, you build an emergency fund. That means when your car breaks down, you don't need to put it on a credit card at 24% interest. You pay cash. The third month, you start buying in bulk. You go to Costco and spend $300 on food that lasts 6 weeks instead of $100 a week at the corner store. You just saved another $200 a month. See what's happening? The money starts multiplying. This is what rich people understand that broke people don't. Money makes money, but only if you stop the bleeding first. Let me give you a real example. Let's say you stop bleeding $100 a day. That's $3,000 a month. You take $2,000 of that and invest it in an index fund that averages 10% a year. After 1 year, you have $24,000 plus $1,200 in gains. After 5 years, you have $153,000. After 10 years, you have $380,000. After 20 years, you have $1.5 million. All from stopping the $100 per day bleed. You didn't get a raise. You didn't start a business. You didn't win the lottery. You just stopped the bleeding. Now, I know what you're thinking: Mike, I can't just stop spending $100 a day. I need to eat, I need to live. And you're right. But here's the thing: you don't need to spend $100 a day to eat and live. You just think you do because you've never actually tracked it. This is where I'm going to give you the most powerful homework assignment of your life. For the next 7 days, I want you to track every single dollar you spend, not in your head, on paper or in an app. Every coffee. Every snack. Every subscription. Every single thing. And at the end of the week, I want you to categorize it into 2 columns, necessary and leak. Necessary is rent, utilities, basic groceries, transportation to work. Leak is everything else. I guarantee you that when you do this, you will find at least $50 a day in leaks. Probably more. And here's the psychological shift that happens when you track it. You become aware. There's a concept in psychology called the Hawthorne effect. It basically says that people change their behavior when they know they're being observed. When you start tracking your spending, you're observing yourself, and your brain automatically starts making better decisions. You see the $6 coffee and think, do I really need this, or can I make one at home for 50 cents? You see the $25 takeout and think, do I really want to work an hour and a half to pay for this mediocre burrito? Awareness is the weapon. Tracking is the trigger. Let me tell you about the 3 types of money leaks that are killing you right now. Leak number 1, convenience costs. This is the DoorDash fee, the ATM fee, the last-minute flight, the forgot to meal prep lunch. You pay a premium because you didn't plan. The solution is simple but not easy. Plan. Meal prep on Sunday. Keep $100 cash so you never pay ATM fees. Book trips in advance. Convenience costs are the expensive tax on disorganization. Leak number 2, subscription creep. Netflix, Hulu, Spotify, Apple Music, Disney Plus, HBO Max, that gym membership you haven't used in 8 months, that app you downloaded for one thing and forgot about. The average American has 12 subscriptions and only uses 4 of them. That's $200 a month in digital leaks. Go through your bank statement right now. Cancel everything you haven't used in the last 30 days. Leak number 3, the I deserve it tax. You had a hard week, so you order takeout. You hit a goal at work, so you buy yourself something. You're stressed, so you go shopping. Look, I get it. You do deserve nice things. But you don't deserve to be broke. Every time you say, I deserve it, your future self is paying the bill. Here's the framework I want you to use, the 24-hour rule. Anytime you want to buy something that costs more than $20, wait 24 hours. If you still want it tomorrow, buy it. But here's what happens, 80% of the time, you won't even remember what it was. That impulse dies. That leak is plugged. You just saved money by doing nothing. Now let's talk about what happens when you actually stop the bleed. This is the part that changes lives. When you stop bleeding $100 a day, 3 things happen immediately. Number 1, your stress drops. There's a study from Princeton that found that financial stress decreases dramatically once you have $10,000 in savings. Not $1 million. Just $10K. That's 3 months of stopping the $100 per day bleed. Suddenly, a flat tire isn't a crisis. A medical bill isn't a nightmare. You sleep better. You think clearer. You make better decisions because your brain isn't in survival mode. Number 2, opportunities appear. When you're broke, you can't take advantage of anything. Your friend starts a business and needs a partner. Can't do it, no money. Your dream house hits the market. Can't do it, no down payment. A certification course that could double your income. Can't do it, no cash. But when you have money in the bank, you can say yes. You can invest in yourself, you can take risks. You can move fast when everyone else is stuck. Number 3, you gain negotiating power. When you're not desperate, you can walk away from bad deals. You can negotiate your salary because you're not terrified of losing your job. You can shop around for insurance because you're not about to get canceled. You can buy the used car in cash and negotiate down because the seller knows you're serious. Money gives you options. It's give you power. Power gives you freedom. Let me show you the real math of what stopping the bleed looks like over time. Year 1, you stop bleeding $100 per day. You save $36,000. You pay off $15,000 in credit card debt. You build a $10,000 emergency fund. You invest $11,000. Year 2, you no longer have credit card payments. That's an extra $300 per month. You invest $47,000 this year. Year 3, your emergency fund covers 6 months of expenses. You feel safe for the first time in years. You invest another $47,000. Year 5, you have $250,000 invested. That's generating $25,000 a year in passive income. You're making $2,000 a month while you sleep. Year 10, you have $650,000. You're financially independent. You can quit your job if you want. You can start that business. You can travel. You can live. All because you stopped spending $100 a day on stuff you don't remember. Here's the part where most people fail, and I need you to hear this. Stopping the bleed is not about deprivation. It's about intentionality. You can still have coffee. Make it at home and save $5 a day. That's $1,825 a year. You can still eat out. Just do it twice a week instead of every day. You save $500 a month. You can still have subscriptions. Just keep the two you actually use. You save $150 a month. This isn't about living like a monk. It's about being conscious of where your money goes. Because right now, your money is going everywhere except your future. Let me give you the action plan right now. Step 1. Track every dollar for 7 days. Use an app, use a notebook, I don't care. Just track it. Step 2. Identify your top 3 leaks. Is it food? Subscriptions? Impulse buys? Step 3. Plug 1 leak this week. Just 1. Cancel 3 subscriptions. Meal prep for the week. Delete the shopping apps from your phone. Step 4. Take the money you saved and put it somewhere you can't easily access. A high-yield savings account. An investment account. Somewhere that's not your checking account. Step 5. Repeat every week. Plug 1 more leak. Save a little more. Invest a little more. In 3 months, you'll have $10,000 saved. In a year, you'll have $36,000. In 5 years, you'll be financially free. All because you stopped the $100 per day bleed. Here's the truth that no one tells you: getting rich is not about making more money. It's about keeping more money. Jeff Bezos doesn't buy a new coffee every morning. Warren Buffett still lives in the house he bought in 1958. They understand something that most people don't: every dollar you spend today is a dollar you can't invest tomorrow. And every dollar you invest today is $10 you'll have in the future. The $100 per day rule is not a diet. It's not a challenge. It's a lens. It's a way of seeing where your future is leaking out of your present. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. You'll start to notice the leaks everywhere. The $15 delivery fee. The $8 cocktail that's $2 of alcohol. The $50 shirt you'll wear twice. And you'll start asking the only question that matters: is this worth my future? If this video opened your eyes, if you just realized you've been bleeding money for years without knowing it, do me a favor. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. Send it to your friend who's always broke. Send it to your sibling who can't save. Send it to yourself 6 months ago. And hit that subscribe button, because here at Mike Capital, we're going to keep breaking down the math that nobody else wants to talk about. We're going to show you how to stop the bleeding, plug the leaks, and build the life you actually want. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.